Do you remember Alfa Romeo? Well, you're forgiven if you don't, because it's been 14 years since the Italian maker sold a car in the United States. But now Alfa's back, and they're back big, with this beautiful 8-seat Competizione. This is the brand, after all, that dominated Le Mans in the 1930s. This is the brand that built the famous Duetto Roadster that Dustin Hoffman drove in The Graduate. And now they've created this incredible 2-seat supercar, crafted almost entirely in carbon fiber, designed by Wolfgang Egger, who has since moved on to Audi. It's an absolutely luscious piece, full of milled aluminum, beautiful leather, and that striking body. But underneath, don't forget, it's an Italian supercar, and that means a Ferrari-based V8 engine making 450 horsepower, all the bells and whistles. Let's take it for a drive. From 1931 to 1934, Alfa Romeo won the Le Mans 24-hour race 4 times in a row. The name of that car? The 8C. Now we're driving in its reincarnation, the new 8C Competizione. This began as a design study. It was first shown at the 2003 Frankfurt Motor Show, but now it's matured into a fully developed supercar. Underneath, we have a chassis from the Maserati Grand Sport. The body is designed entirely in carbon fiber and created by an aftermarket supplier. The engine is a Ferrari Maserati V8, bored and stroked to 4.7 liters and making 450 horsepower. And connected to the V8 is a 6-speed auto-clutch transmission. Gun the 8C from a standstill, and it revs to its 7,500 RPM redline with so much sonic splendor, its owners likely won't even care what acceleration numbers it achieves. We get paid to note such things, of course. Notched a 0 to 60 mile per hour sprint of 4.6 seconds and a quarter mile of 12.8 seconds at 112.5 miles per hour. That's plenty quick, though in a world of 3.2 second GTRs and Corvette ZR1s, hardly a headline performance. Now listen again to that aria of pumping high-angle valves and bellowing wide-mouth exhausts. Do you really care? Handling-wise, the 8C is not the leader in its group. Click off the traction control, and the tail will rotate with only a quick dab of throttle. And you can have up to 0.94 G of grip as you perform a throttle steering dance. But the 8C doesn't have the handling dexterity of such rivals as the Lambo Gallardo or the Ferrari F430. It's simply a far less edgy machine, preferring a more genteel approach to twisty road handling. Even though it lacks carbon ceramic binders, the 8C's big discs do a superb job of erasing forward momentum. Stops from 60 miles an hour require just 101 feet. There are elements of Ferrari and Maserati in this 8C, but it feels different. It sounds different. And in fact, it's a very limited production piece. Just 500 examples are going to be built worldwide, and only about 80 of those are coming to the United States. This is one of those cars.